Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well. I welcome you all for your English online class. Children, kindly follow the below mentioned instructions. Use earphone or headphone for a better learning experience. Keep a notebook and a pen handy to make notes. Read the text on the screen. Sit at a quiet place. You may pause the video till you get ready to resume or when you have to make a note of important points. My dear students, topic for today is poem number 2.4, a parody written by Lewis Carroll. What is the theme of the poem? Children, in parody, the poet draws our attention to the various people in the world who outwardly seem friendly but wait for an opportunity to strike at innocent people who may be unaware of real malicious intentions. So, the poet is warning us to be very careful while dealing with others and not get carried away by their sweet smile or attractive looks. Children, the structure of the poem is, it consists of 4 stanzas. 2 stanzas are based on honeybee and the other 2 is based on crocodile. So in our previous lecture we have already studied honeybee part, and in today's lecture we will study crocodile, and each stanza consists of 4 lines. So children, in total the poem consists of 4 stanzas and each stanza consists of 4 lines. Clear? Now let us understand the objective of the poem. What message does poet wants to convey us through this poem? So my dear children, the poet through a parody tries to bring about the meaning that all that glitters are not gold. Let us have a quick look on the background of the author. So children, Charles Lutwidge Dodgson was better known by his pen name Lewis Carroll. He was an English writer by children's fiction, notably Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and its sequel Through the Looking Glass. He was noted for his facility with wordplay, logic and fantasy. The poems Jabberwocky and The Hunting of the Snark are classified in the genre of literary nonsense. He was also a mathematician, photographer, inventor and Anglican deacon. He was born on 27 January 1832 and died on 14 January 1898. Children, these are few books written by the author. Kindly have a quick look on it. Let us read the poem and understand it more in detail. So children, kindly pay attention. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the water of the Nile on every golden scale. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Okay children, now let us see the meaning. So as this poem was very simple, there are only 2 words which meaning you need to know. The word is grin, which means smile broadly, and claws means nail. Okay? So what is the poet trying to tell us through this poem? Children, the poet says, the little crocodile makes his shining tail look better. He pours the water of the river Nile on all his golden scales. He grinds cheerfully and spreads its claws neatly. He welcomes the little fishes into his jaws, which seem to be smiling gently. Okay, so this is what the poet is trying to tell us through this poem, that how the crocodile is, using his tail to pour the water, then how cheerfully is he smiling, how neatly he is keeping his nails, okay, and he is welcoming the fishes with a smiling face. And then after the fish come closer, what does the crocodile do? We all know it, right? So hence, in the theme of the poem, it is clearly said that we should be very careful and we should be very alert while dealing with people. Clear, children? Okay. Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned today, children. Now, who will tell me what is the objective of the poem? Very good. Everyone is raising hand. Lovely. Yes, you tell me. Huh? Yes, very good. Exactly. So the objective of the poem is, through this poem, the poet is trying to tell us, and he is trying to bring about the meaning that all that glitters are not gold. Very good. Now who will tell me what does the crocodile stand for? Just now I have explained. Yes, you tell me. Yes, very good. So the crocodile stands for the destroyer, a killer. He's smiling and he's asking the fishes to come closer. The moment the fishes come closer, what will he do? He'll kill them and he'll eat, right? So he stands for the destroyer. Very good, children. Lovely. So here is the home assignment. See, I have given you only 2 questions. You need to write it in your English notebook. Question number 1, what is the theme of the poem? And question number 2 is, why does the crocodile work? Okay? Now here comes the objective of our lecture. What is the objective of our lecture? We all want to speak English fluently and confidently. And for that we have adopted 2 activities. One is spoon feeding. One is quite challenging, but believe you me children, if you are sincerely practicing this activity, you are no way far in speaking English excellently. I know that many children are not practicing this activity, but please children, it's an humble request from my end. Kindly practice this activity. You have to make a separate book for this activity, and any time, any moment I may call you in school and get the necessary corrections done. Okay, so let us discuss the words. Lurking. What is lurking? Lurking means hiding. Flaunt. Flaunt means show off proudly. Clustered. What is clustered? Grouped together. Okay, so you need to frame sentences for the word lurking, flaunt and clustered. Okay, and as I mentioned, activity 2 is quite challenging. What you need to do is, you need to search, you need to go for 3 new words. And how will you search for 3 new words? You come across any hoarding, you come across newspaper wherein you see that this word is something new to me. So you have to search that meaning in dictionary and write it in your English book. Okay, and then frame sentences for that particular word. Children, by practicing this activity, your sentence framing will improve. You will come across new words, your vocabulary will improve, and whatever grammatical errors you make, slowly and steadily you will stop making errors. Okay children, so please, again I request, you have to follow this activity, and you can also make a separate book for this. so that the moment I call you in school, I know that you are having a separate book for this activity part, and I'll do the necessary corrections. Okay. So children, we are done with the lecture. In our upcoming lecture, we will learn grammar, and in grammar the topic will be degrees of comparison. You understand? Okay. So children, thank you so much for your time and attention. God bless you all. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care. Bye bye.